should have showed you this before I vacuumed most of it, but I don't know if you can see. These are so dusty and so dirty. I mean, you can see the dust come off of them. It was so bad. This is where, I metal detect, right? And I had seat covers on, so I'm going to show you those in a second, but they were Coverkings, and they were like a neoprene material, and they actually fit pretty good in here, but so dusty, so dirty, and so dusty through I've already dusted this, but you can see it's so discolored. Most of the dust is up, except I haven't vacuumed right here yet, and that's why you can still see some dust flying up when I hit it. Now, the Coverkings that I had were like a neoprene. They were cloth. So, these are the Coverkings. And I don't know what exactly brand of this is or stuff, what this is, but it was like a neoprene. And I thought they were supposed to be like water resistant, of course, but they do soak in. I don't know. It's just a cheap fabric. But anyways, they served its purpose. My seat cover from metal detecting. See right here, totally worn out and shredded. And this was at my left hip back area, left hip side. But they look pretty good. I mean, they're worn out, sun faded. They're sun faded, but they look pretty good. But the dirt had gone right through it. Now, what I'm replacing it with is Coverado something. I don't know. I can't even read that. I don't even remember what I ordered, actually. I'll have to put that in the list. But they come with their instructions, which are probably blown away. Now, I don't even know where my instructions went to. But I'm going to need those to get these installed, because there's quite a bit. Oh, right here. So anyways, so these are leather seat covers, but I don't remember buying leather seat covers. And the instructions here. But I'm hoping that this material will not let dust go through and will protect the seat covers underneath better. So something to consider if you're ever getting, especially for us who metal detect, if you have seat covers, that dust from your clothes when you go metal detecting is just gonna probably just go right through your seat cover, and it is bad. So I'm gonna actually end up having to take a whole extra step, wash this seat cover, this seat, with a brush, soap and water brush, and then have to let it dry before I can install this seat cover. But I'll be able to get the rest of it in. And it comes with the back ones, which I never had covered. And yeah, so anyways, for guys out there metal detecting, or for people who are interested in getting a seat cover, something to consider. If it's cloth or that neoprene type of material that like I have, all your dust and materials, especially if you're kind of a person who is, I wouldn't say I'm dirty, but I do metal detect. So I do bring in a lot of dirt and dust with me. And if you're out hiking, biking, in the desert, in the south, and whatever, you bring that back in, it's going to go right through your seat cover. And you think you're protecting your seat cover, but in reality, I've just got embedded dust now. So anyways, that's my 2 cents. It's part of, I'm doing this getting ready for the next RV trip, prepping, but also it does relate to metal detecting in a small way, because yeah, you want to keep your seat covers looking good, your original seats looking good, but it's going to make a difference on the type of material you put on it. All right, enough of that. All right. Well, I've installed these seat covers with mixed feelings about them. There's a couple things I do and don't like. One thing I don't like is I don't like this trim piece. It's like a cheap plastic. I don't really care for this. Our Ford back seats have this, they're broken up in thirds. They have this big section. Mine has a big section, and then a short seat here. So this little section can zip. If you don't ever intend to lift your seat up or, or do it all at once at the same time, you can zip this together. But I don't, I like mine unzipped because I'm going to lift them up and down and use them that way. Because when I travel, my seats are mostly up. And then I have my bikes on the inside of the truck folded up in here with a chain on them. So that keeps them in place. One of the things that was different between the video, my video shut off. One of the things that was different was these little seat covers. Not a big deal. These ones just slide over, but in the video they show a little Velcro strap on the bottom. I'll show you one other thing that I'm not a fan of. I noticed this one here. When the seat goes up and down, or when you sit on it, it tends to pull forward a little bit. It's easily adjustable, and I'm sure if you were to zip it, it would be fine. But that I think is going to be fine for me. It was mostly just, I didn't have seat covers before, but it'll help keep a little of the dust out. You can see there's a big gap right here, and it's slightly adjustable, but I don't know how much more I can pull this back and shift it, so I'll have to work on that. But you're not going to be 100% covered and protected. Okay, there we'll get it. I will try and work it, try to back, but it's pretty firm as far as back as I can go. You're going to get some sun spade spots. So that's one thing. Another thing I don't like. Just another thing I don't like up front. Here, let's look at this. So I do notice immediately that dust and dirt show up on these seat covers very, very strong. So I already told my wife, I said, we're going to have a towel or something that we can set with water and then wipe them down because they're going to show a lot of dirt and dust. Okay, there's a few things I don't like with the front. The fit is not right. This is an F-150 2017, and I bought these to fit this unit. The bottom seat covers, I think, fit well. What doesn't fit well is this strap. So it's basically a buckle, and there's a strap on each side with a buckle snap. I literally had to pull as hard as I could to get these to snap. These are too short, and to me, in my opinion, they're a little bit in the way of the controls, but they're too short, and I have a feeling that these will break in time. But other than that, I do like the fit on the bottom, except for this strap. I don't care for this rim. The other thing I don't like is the fit. The backside fits good, but the front side has a lot of gap. There's a lot of gap here, and there's a lot of loose gap here. Now you're thinking, oh, you just need to pull it tight. Well, it can only be pulled down so far from the top. So if you pull it down any further, it just can't go. It's just got too much material in front. It's cosmetic. It's not. It's visual. It doesn't look bad, but there is this big gap here, and a lot of gap here. All right, let me go around to this side. Show you the same thing on that. We're getting ready to roll out of here. Gotta get it all packed up and ready to rock and roll. But on this side, same thing. I was going to show you. Both sides they're the exact same. They have a little bit of gap right here. This big buckle. So there's a lot of material here, and there's a lot of material here. That goes in 2 to 3 inches, just of extra material. And the same issue on this side. The strap was really tight to get these to buckle. So those are the things I don't like. But appearance-wise, they look fine, and they don't feel bad. Even with that extra slack, they don't feel at all. You don't even notice it. So it's possible that this is going to tighten up a little bit. Over time, it could tighten up. That's one thing. So I got it all installed, and then I got this piece here, and I have no clue where that piece goes because I ordered rear seat, back seat, and I'm assuming it might go over this cover because of the way it's cut, but it wasn't in the order thing that I was supposed to get that. So I'm going to put that over this, see what it looks like. I might keep it, might not. We'll see. But anyways, that's just my quick review of the Coverdale. Oh, sorry, not Coverdale, but Coverado seat covers. And I will leave the link in the description below. I think these were reasonably priced. I can't tell you how they're going to wear. There's a few things, like I said, I'm okay with the gap. I'm okay with this gappage as long as it's not uncomfortable, and it's not uncomfortable. The only thing that I have an issue with is the back. There's a few areas where the sun's going to hit in a few spots, and you know, it's the whole point is to keep your car clean, your seat cover, your original seat covers clean, and there are a few spots that I think might be a little bit exposed. That is fixable by you, the consumer, who could line your seat cover with something else underneath the seat cover in a few spots and to protect it. But for me, those are going to be up. Those are up all the time when we travel because the bikes are back here. And so anyways, this doesn't come with it. This is an add-on. These little bags are add-ons, so this doesn't go with the seat covers, but the seat covers do have a pocket in the back. And that's about it. So hopefully this review helps somebody out there. Like I said, they're not bad, not bad. I'll have to do a review later down the road to see about scuffs, tears, fading, and they do have perforations, which if you saw the first part of my video, I had the neoprenes, and the dust went right through those neoprenes and settled in on the fabric below, and that was pretty bad. I mean, when you go like that and the dust would just come up. I'm assuming that these little holes are going to allow dirt and dust to settle in through. So for me, I do metal detecting. I get kind of dirty and dusty when I'm out doing my hobby. So I might have to rig up some sort of little towel thing that I can, maybe they have towel things that loop around the seat covers. Hey, if you guys know of any, you know, let me know what works good, but I might have to get a little towel hook around this so that I have a better protection on my seats. That's it. Thanks for watching. All right. Coverado seat covers.